Is looking back on the life of George Foreman with those who knew him best, his beloved family in Houston. Foreman was an Olympic gold medalist, two-time heavyweight boxing champion, and a highly successful pitchman for his popular George Foreman grill. But his family knew him as Big George, a man who never forgot his Houston roots in 5th Ward and took very good care of the ones he loved, did he not?
Len, 24 family members joined us today at 6 o'clock to talk about him. They talked, they shared, some cried as they celebrated the man they say changed them and the 5th Ward forever.
I was with him on the streets when he first started preaching.
Everyone has their favorite story and sermon.
He always taught love. He always said that God is love.
And they're all pretty sure they were George Foreman's favorite.
He was tough, and he loved me, his cousin. He did.
Big George is nothing less than a hero in the 5th Ward, especially among family.
He made sure all of us had a house to stay in.
He bought you houses.
He bought us houses.
How many houses?
I can't tell you, so many.
Dozens of family members live in homes and drive in cars he bought for them. But that's not what his cousin, Miss Faye, will miss the most.
Just conversation with him, being with him. I always be with him at church on Sunday. And I missed him. I miss him. I miss him. Everything. I miss everything. I miss him. I miss him.
She remembers the last time they spoke 1 week ago at church.
I told him, I said, well, cousin, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And then he said, I love you, Miss Faye. And I said, I love you too, George.
What makes George so heroic for so many is that as a teenager, he was often the opposite.
He had a lot of fights in these streets. He did a lot of stealing. He did a lot of robbing in these same streets.
When longtime friend and state rep Harold Dutton Jr. met him, George was not far from life in prison.
If we were betting on somebody most likely not to succeed, it probably would have been George.
Until the day that he introduced George to boxing.
Their eyes got big as donuts, and they were watching me hit the speed bag. I remember George saying, God, Dudley Do-Right is a boxer.
The two-time heavyweight champion and entrepreneur, never too big for his hometown or his family, no matter how big they got. 50 or 60?
Yeah, in this area. And he'll be greatly missed by all of us. I know I miss him. I miss him so. I do.
What makes Big George so inspiring for so many, including his own family, as you saw, is the fact that he wasn't always inspiring. He changed, and he showed many that you can change too.
You got that right, Jacob. I remember the young George Foreman when he first became champion, brooding, sullen, and then he found God. The script flipped. He became personable, outgoing, and a pitchman, and made all that money on the George Foreman grill. He turned into something nobody expected. It was surprising and amazing to watch.
And he did it all with such humility.
He did. He really did. Great story, talking to the family.
Thank you, Len.
And welcome as a new member of the team, Jacob Rascone.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Hanging out with us at night. All right, coming